So that's Nate. That's a Jamthund, Swedish outcome. Him and I are out here on a remote solo hike today. We were out here yesterday, and the day before was his brother. And made some trails around here. So we're hiking around in here today. And I thought, well, we'll do a little video on Nate here, but I'm going to see if he'll come by these trees. Hey, buddy, want to come by me? Come up over here. There we go. He might play up by these trees up here. So yeah, it's a fantastic day we're having today, and Nate's 14 weeks, and so we're out doing a solo hike. I want to see how his Desmond training's been, see if his skills are locked in, and by God, they're good. Oh my goodness, I brought you a treat. There. Now Nate was chewing up my sock. Before we came, he had my sock. I was going to put on 2 socks, but he got a hold of it and ripped it up. So rather than tear up my glove, I give him that sock today. He can finish tearing it up and keep him in the camera. Now we got some winter. I didn't check my temp, but my daughter checked hers, minus 33. And minus 40 are the same, right? So it's pretty bloody cold. That's 33 in Celsius. But here you got a 14-week-old guy. He thinks we're in the tropics. And I had to dig out my eider down Parker for crying out loud. So, yeah, pretty cool out here. But we're doing about 7K today. And what I wanted to do is verify all his skill level. Now I'm going to turn that camera just a little bit. It's okay, buddy. So yeah, it's a total off-leash solo hike, and he hasn't done his leash work yet. He'll start this next few days, and we're going to get his leash work focused in. Now, we do all our off-leash work first. And so I train all the pups off leash first and then do the leash work. I do it opposite of a dog trainer. I'm a remote terrain dog handler and a dog breeder. I raise these dogs. These are very highly skilled remote terrain dogs. This is only the 5th Jamthund male in Canada. All the others are his brothers. I have them all. I'm the only guy raising Jamthunds. They're the Swedish outcomes. They're magnificent dogs. And the owners left their dog with me for 16 weeks till he's 16 weeks old, and we do all the remote training for them, so that's locked in. Now, Spencer and Caroline are getting this boy, and literally they could pick him up off the plane, drive to the mountains, and start hiking. He's that good. He's just a phenomenal young fella. Now, I've always said that Nate is super smart. He's one of the smartest ones I got, and extremely intelligent dog. And we put all the dogs for the owners based on criteria. Now, they wanted a really smart fella. They wanted a really beautiful, like a stunning, handsome male. And all of them are, by the way, and they're all super smart. But Nate's he's a little more independent, and he don't mind trashing something. Muller doesn't trash nothing, neither does Togo. But Nate, he's already chewed all this webbing out of my slippers. Every chance he gets when I'm getting geared up, he's tearing up my socks. And so Caroline, she's been wanting some new shoes anyway, she said, so she's leaving them out for Nate to dispose of while Spencer's out getting some new ones for her. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, they'll have fun with this guy. He's a magnificent fella, and I'm just joking. He doesn't wreck too much anymore. He's pretty good. But obviously, so much for that side. But he's a good boy, so we're doing some off-leash work. And I wanted to do a solo hike up here. We don't normally come up this high. It's 3.5K uphill. And so I get pretty hot by the time I get here, but not worrying about that today, of course. But these are all brand new trails, and they're logging trails, so he can go where he likes. And we get to test if he hangs around the handler or disappears, and so far so good. I have full confidence in his skill already, though. But with these guys, you want to train to the instincts. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that leash work with these guys. I follow a lot of the boys in Sweden, what they do with theirs, and Finland, and almost all of them, they like a long lead, and they give the dog some long lead if they're working on a lead, say they're hunting on lead, and so they use a long lead, about 10, 12, 14 feet, and it's just a nylon string really is all it is. And they work to keep this guy a little bit on his perimeter. Nate likes to run about 3 to 12 feet from me. He is not one to track too awful close, although he does track close enough. But he likes his space, and very independent fella. And if you can work toward that natural ability of his that he wants to go around you and keep circling around you, then those long leads are better. These dogs are not really good right beside you because they're out about scouting for you. And they like to be in front of you. They like to be off to the sides. They'll come up behind you. And if you give them a long lead, you'll have much easier going. His mother, I hike her with a long lead. And she's much happier. Arc, I can do both, but Anya's a long lead only. I'll tell you what, buddy. Let's you and me hike over to this tree in back here. Show him your fancy skills. Boy, what a magnificent fella. Good. Good boy. Can you say hi? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Now I'll tell you, the secret to training the nail count that I found anyway is because they're so independent, I believe you have much greater results if you stay all positive training, ignore any of the behavior you don't like, have some interrupters, and do the off-leash work first. When you're doing off-leash work and in remote train like this with a pup this age and younger, you automatically are forced to build a really good bond, because if you don't have a bond, good luck, right? You've got to build that bond or the dog will take off. And these dogs are bred to stay by the handler, but they also got a strong prey drive. So when you're training the little guys, build your bond really strong and then work them. And so I start the bond from day one, really, and build the bond and keep the bond strong. And I give him his space to do his work. Snow's pretty deep this year. We got a fair bit up here. Now, going back to that leash work, I never let the leash take control. I always control the pup. So don't let him build a bond with your leash. Make sure that the leash doesn't get tight. If he tightens up that lead, you just stop and wait. Don't move. Don't pull him back, nothing. Make sure that he's communicating with you and not the lead. Don't have any feedback going through the lead. The lead is simply there for a bylaw, or if there's a structure in your community, that's it. Or if you go into a restaurant and say your dog's got a lead, well, you can throw it over his neck if you want. Go anywhere without the lead, but if you have to put it on, you have to make sure it's there. But don't let him build the bond with the lead. Now, the mistake a lot of people make, of course, is they let the dog build the bond with the lead. They use the lead as the control instead of them, instead of their mind. They think they're in control. They're not in control of nothing. If the dog is pulling on the lead all the time, then he's got the relationship with the lead, not you. So you should have a loose lead all the time. Now, if you haven't got a loose lead, quit moving. Just stop. Don't go anywhere. Everybody thinks leash training's about exercise. The first thing everybody wants to do when they get a new pup is go walk the pup. Well, good luck if you're just training them to walk down the trail and not respect the handler and not respect the space and pay attention to you. Because the minute you take that lead off, he'll be gone. I'll spin the camera. Oh, maybe he's coming this way. What are you doing, buddy? Let me make a picture. What's this thing, buddy? You go ahead there, buddy. Trying to just keep him in the video a little bit. Good boy. Good boy. Can you jump up here? Good. Come on up here, Nate. Come up here. Folks want to see you. There's my boy. There's my boy. What a magnificent fella. What a magnificent fella. Jump up here. Good boy. Now him and I, we could hike for days. I could camp out here. He'd just stay right with me. Phenomenal dog, this guy. You're a good boy, aren't you, buddy? Double coat dog. Has no problem in this temperature. Come with me. Let's take him. Here. Let's see, what do you got here? Some weed. Come on. Let's stay doing this video, mister. You want to get going? Alright. He wants to get rolling. So we're going to get rolling. But I'm going to continue this series. See if my camera froze up. No, it hasn't froze up yet. That's pretty cool. I'm glad it stayed working. Yeah, you better get that old sock, mister. I'm down to 2 pair left. All these pups. Yeah, that's a magnificent dog, that one. Good boy. What a good boy. What a good boy. Now, look at that. That's pretty good control. He wants to go. No doubt about it. He'd like to. He thinks it's a good idea. But see, he checks in there. There's his range. He's checking in. See, he's stretching out his range there. Good for him. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. You're a magnificent fella. Good boy. That's all right. You better come by me and I'll get my camera going, buddy. All right.